When it comes to pig production, one of the major things you should never neglect is administering of iron injection on the second or third day of the birth of your piglets. Now, the reason why you must do this is because iron is very critical in preventing anemia, which is a common condition in newborn pigs due to their limited iron reserves at birth. Now, when pigs are born, they have low iron reserves in their body. Most piglets, if not all piglets, are born with only about 50 milligram of iron in their body, which is insufficient for their rapid growth and hemoglobin production. Now, without this iron injection, your young piglets might start getting slim, and before you know it, they start dying off. Now, the colostrum of the sow, which is the breast milk from the sow, contains very little iron, about 1 milligram per day, which is very, very little to the daily requirement of these piglets, which is about 70-60 milligram. So don't convince yourself into believing that the mother's colostrum will provide all the necessary nutrients and minerals they need, because most times it doesn't work that way. So you must always inject your newborn piglets iron. Is very, very important on the second day or the third day. Now, when you inject this iron in their body, it boosts the amount of blood in their body. And when you don't do it, the opposite happens, which means the amount of iron in their body, the amount of blood in their body will start going down. And before you know it, your animals will become weak and they'll start dying off. Now, some of the symptoms of anemia in piglets include pale skin, reduced weight gain, lethargy, and increased susceptibility to infection. And of course, severe anemia can lead to high mortality in your piglets. So let's say that you have about 4 sows that give birth to 10 piglets. That's 40 piglets. Now, if you make the mistake of not administering this iron on the second or third day, 1 week later, you might end up seeing your piglets becoming weak, having pale skin, looking as if they are malnourished, even though they are always drinking their mother's breast milk. And of course, before you know it, you start recording high mortalities. Maybe from that 40, at the end of the day, what might remain might just be 12, because not all of them will die. So it's always important that you inject your animals 2 meals of iron on the second or third day, but me, I do it on the second day. And then 1 week after, you also repeat it. And you inject this by the intramuscular the intramuscular method, which is at the back of the neck, at the back of the ear, or on the thighs, just close to the vulva or close to the scrotum of the pigs. If it's a male, just below the scrotum. If it's a female, just below the vulva. And the reason for this is, and the reason why we do it by intramuscular is to be able to allow for efficient absorption of this iron, so that when you inject them, the injection immediately goes into their body without having to waste time passing through the vein and all that. So this is why you must inject your piglets iron. It's very, very important. So make sure you do this once your animals give birth on the second day. Don't neglect it. Even if you're not at the farm, make sure that those who are working for you inject your animals with this iron, because it's very, very important. It's very, very critical. And of course, it can make or mar the production levels of your farm.